Today's video is a walk through London's Hatton Garden. This is our diamond district. You may have seen or may not have seen that we did a walking tour through Antwerp's diamond district. If you want to see that video, definitely head back to our YouTube channel after this to have a watch. But today it's all about London's diamond district. We're in EC1, which means we're East Central 1, so we're very central London right now. I guess we're in Holborn. Would you say we're in Holborn? We're kind of merging a few different areas at the moment, but if you head down that street there, you'll get to Holborn Station. That's probably the closest tube station, or alternatively Farringdon Station as well, depending on where you're coming from. So we're heading down Hatton Garden now. I hope you're going to enjoy this video. This is just a great excuse for me to look at shiny things. I was never really that bothered. I mean, if I passed a jewellery shop, I did enjoy it. But after the Diamond District in Antwerp video, anything sparkly is wonderful. So like I said, this is our Diamond District. You can get vintage, antique diamonds the whole way down the street, and all types of jewellery, watches as well. And you can also get custom order jewellery too. Oh wait, just before I show you that, I do want to do a little disclaimer, just saying that some of the shop windows may flicker like that one just did. If you're sensitive to light flickering or lights flashing, please beware, this might not be the video for you. And just look after yourself, take care of yourself. So I just wanted to mention that. This window flickers a little bit, so I'll just show it quickly, but there will be others that don't flicker as much. And hopefully with the windows that don't flicker as much, I'll be able to get some really nice shots for you guys to really drool over all of the diamonds and the jewels. So if you are looking to buy some fine jewellery, this would be a good place to come. The prices might be a bit higher than other places, just because it's very well known here for that. That's what they specialise in. So you're getting certified diamonds, the people know what they're looking for. But I think it's always good to research diamonds yourself before going diamond shopping, just to see what you like, what you can get in your budget, and what prices are realistically as well. So just to tell you, these diamonds in this window range from 2,000 up to 4,000, 5,000 pounds. I think the diamonds here that are over £5,000 don't have prices. That would be the kind of thing you would inquire about inside. Ranging from gold, white gold and platinum. I believe platinum is the most expensive metal because it's the rarest, but it's also the most long lasting in terms of quality. I think it's the highest quality metal. 18 karat gold or 18 karat white gold is going to be very shiny. However, apparently 9 karat gold or 9 karat white gold is actually better quality, and will be cheaper, but it won't have that glistening shine like some others would. I just want to quickly move past all of these people who are doing a walking tour and show you this shop here. So this shop doesn't really have prices. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that big one right there. It has a price for that. It says it's £16,500. Let me know in the comments how much diamonds range for in your country or in your city with pricing and things like that, because it is interesting to compare. I think the prices were pretty reasonable in Antwerp. In London they can be quite pricey, and I myself do love a good sapphire, so just going to have a look at these. Absolutely stunning. Got some emeralds here too. And this shop particularly doesn't have any prices in the windows, so you would need to go in to ask. I can see these earrings here have a price on the side of 13,000, so I think this shop is very expensive. What's this one called? Let's have a look. This is Smith's and Green London Jeweller. Very expensive there. It says that you can get custom ordered and custom designed rings, as well as pre-owned jewellery as well. And that's just where we've come from earlier. There's also jewellers on the other side of the street. I might cross over at some point and show you. A few of these shops have people who work in the shop standing outside. You can see on my right we've got a couple looking at jewellery together. happens a lot around here. I actually used to work around this area. Sometimes on my lunch break would walk up and down the street just to kind of have a look around, and often I would find couples going into shops, as well as men there with their mums looking for rings, men there with their friends. It's quite sweet to see. I am right at the beginning of the street, so as I get further down here we'll start to see more shops. This one is called Webley. They have quite a few options for wedding bands. Again, not showing the price. You can get a wedding band from £150 up to £500 depending on the metal. And that would just be for a plain wedding band with no diamond on it, or no jewel or anything. So these rings do have some prices on them, ranging from a small diamond for £1,200, and then bigger diamonds, again not necessarily always having prices on, but some show that they're £6,000. So it really varies depending on the quality of the diamond, and also the size as well as the metal that the ring is on. So here's a bit of a different shop. It looks like there's different counters with different diamond brands the whole way down. That's called the Wonder Gallery. It's a very, very, typical place to come and buy an engagement ring, wedding ring, or a special occasion piece of jewellery. I think even my dad bought my mum's engagement ring before they got married in Hatton Garden. I think he came with his sister to pick it out. And just to tell you guys a bit of a personal story for those of you that like romance, the way my dad proposed was simply saying, "Will ya?" And my mum said, "Well, like what?" And he said, "Will you marry me?" And that was 32 years ago. So sometimes the simple engagements are perfectly romantic as well. Got some very shiny diamonds here with 3 diamonds. Quite expensive actually. That one just on the front row here, but in the middle at the back, is quite big. It's got 3 big diamonds. That's £12,100. But then the one right in front of it at the front there is £1,600. A little more reasonable. But of course, depending on your budget, you might choose something different. Maybe you're not that into diamonds, I don't know, let me know in the comments, but either way it's quite, fun and interesting to come here and have a look at what's going on. There was a very famous heist quite a few years ago now, where some guys, I think they were quite, they were older, in their 60s, and they actually broke into a very well-known jewellery shop here, which now has security outside of it. Broke into it and stole so much jewellery, and then they hid it, and they actually hid it in dustbins, so no one found it for a long time. They did end up going to prison, but it took the police a really long time to figure out how they broke in, where they put the jewellery, and I think they're going to make a movie out of it, so I'll be watching that. That sounds very good. And if you could see these guys who did conduct the break-in to the jewellery shop and managed to take a lot of things. Yeah, they were kind of like 50, 60-year-old men, kind of all doing it together, which is pretty amazing. This window is very sparkly. It's called Raphael. We've got our pawnbrokers here as well. There are actually some buildings here that people work in. Like I said, I did once work in an area further down. It was an events company. It wasn't even anything to do with diamonds or the diamond district. And the building on my left, I'm not sure if they're still there because it doesn't look like there's any signs outside. But I believe Grey London, the advertising agency, which Grey is a very, very old, well-known, established advertising agency. They were based there, but they had flags outside before saying they were based there, which now I can't see, so I'm not sure if they're still there. But yeah, it's not just diamonds here, you get all sorts of businesses. Some shop windows I can't show you just because there are people who work there standing outside. I'm definitely feeling risky by filming this. No, thank you. So there was just a guy outside a shop trying to rope us in with a leaflet. So I guess some areas will do that. A little bit like touristy restaurants would. I have to say it does feel a little bit sleazy around here. I guess you just have to find the right shop for you to make sure that it doesn't feel a bit sleazy when buying something. You don't want to be forced into buying something, especially if you're spending this kind of money. You want it to be a special experience. I think what I'll do is cross the road and show you guys the other side of the street, and then that would probably be the end of the tour, because not a lot here compared to some other diamond districts. I mean, if you headed off some of the streets like to the left, you'll see a few more, but not that many. But I think actually I remember from before, if I go down here and go right, there should be a couple little shops, so we'll go have a look at those. I'd love to know from you guys, what do you think is a reasonable budget for an engagement ring? Something that's wearable for every day, because it's going to be different for everyone. But I do think it's interesting to see different people's tastes and what they think is reasonable. Obviously it's something that's being worn every day, has to be put into lifestyle, you'll wear it forever. Let me know what your thoughts are on engagement rings in general. I think it's becoming actually quite a popular thing to buy diamonds and engagement rings from websites online as well. Obviously it's harder to guarantee what you're getting when shopping online, but I think the prices are cheaper because obviously they don't have to pay rent spaces and storage spaces. So often that can be a better deal than somewhere like here in Hatton Garden. I'm going to have a look in these windows because these lights look quite good. So these prices are probably the most reasonable we've seen, all around the £1,000 mark. Some of them look quite vintage actually. Sorry for that window reflection. If I stand in front of you, maybe you can see a bit better. So this shop's actually closed today. It's a Saturday. I found when I was editing the Antwerp diamond vlog, I didn't show you guys enough diamonds, so I'm trying to do that today. This shop here has watches as well, all different Rolexes. I'm going to head around the other side of the building. Hopefully it's going to be a bit more shaded there. This place says that they buy jewellery as well. A lot of watches. Some more jewellery shops here. The diamonds. This place looks very fancy. I think that's going to be it for this one. This one's closed as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed having a glimpse into Hatton Garden. If you headed straight down this street, you would find a couple more jewellers as well. I'm looking forward to reading all your comments about this one. Subscribe if you haven't already and you want to see more walking tours of London. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.